Hi, today I'm going to do a review on my Littlewood stove here. Um, I'm not going to go into all political stuff here. This is a very small wood stove. This is basically a backpacking stove. It is really tiny. Here I have one of these lighters, and you can see the stove is very small. I have 8 cups of water here, and our percolator. The inside is not in the percolator. I left the lid open. Um, I did start with paper in the bottom, and then some small sticks in the bottom, and then larger sticks. I just want to see how well this is going to work. Now, getting this to light when I can't see it may be a pain. Something's trying to light there. Now, if I can just get the paper to light on the bottom, then everything will light. Let's light some of this up here. See if this wood will catch. This wood is that Walmart junk. It does not burn well at all. Even broken down to small pieces, it does not really burn very well. See if that some of that will light in there. I may have to throw some more paper in there. Or let's get some of this small stuff lit. It is really hard to light this wood. This is that cheap stuff from Walmart. It's the same wood I put in my wood stove. Looks like something down there's lit. Let's see if that wood will light up. I think a small piece of wood just fell in the bottom. Let me get down here where I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Alright, the wood seems to be going, at least some of it. Now, there's 8 cups of water in here. Now I'm going to set it on the top. Now this does have a small opening for adding wood here. It is really small. This is not very deep. It's probably 2.5 to 3 inches deep. Now, I'm testing this to see if this could be used for cooking. Now you can see a lot of the flames going around the outside. There we go, the wood's starting to light up. Now most people that test one of these test about 2 cups of water. Now this is 8 cups. So I put enough wood in there and big enough pieces of wood that once they ignite, then they should burn a little bit. Now remember, this is the cheap wood from Walmart. You can see the flame going over the outside. Now the reason I'm not using a regular pan for this is because all of our pans are coated with non-stick coating, and this is the only thing I had that was actually built to basically stand up to something like an open fire or flame. I'm not exactly sure how long this is taking because I didn't bring a stopwatch. Now you can see how high that flame is. So if you're going to use any type of pan, make sure it's metal. It does not have a rubber or plastic handle. And look at it go. Another thing is, on the very bottom of these, they do not have anything on the bottom to catch the hot ash or coals. So be careful where you light this. I suggest you take the lid of like a coffee can, a large coffee can, to put up underneath this. So any coals or anything, you know, a piece of metal, something that will keep the coals off the ground. And you can see it's doing a real good job on my pot here. There is a little bit of bubbling in there. I don't know if you can see it. Now this is 8 cups of water. So, you know, this is one of these cheap $14, $15 backpacking stoves that collapses. It comes in the little bag here, right here. And this is not on a level surface. Now you can see in the bottom, hopefully you can see that. That's why I said get something that will absolutely sit on the bottom of this. And some of the wood came out here. Just a little bit. Throw that back in. There we go. And once again, this is the cheap wood from Walmart. It does smoke quite a bit. But, I mean, what you expect, it is a open flame. Now, I have some pieces of wood cut down, wrote down, basically cut down. About this size is what you need for in there, which is, if you're going to put it through the side there, about 4 inches, give or take. If you're going to be throwing wood through the outside here, right there. And once again, everybody I've ever seen do something like this, testing one of these, test it with either 1 or 2 cups of water. This is 8 cups. Now, if you're going to use one of these, have plenty of wood standing by. This is absolutely going to eat the wood like crazy. Now, if you're just using this to heat up like water for ramen noodles or something, it should heat up pretty quickly because you will be using a lot less water. I am using 8 cups. There's my 8 cup mark. Actually, it's just a little bit over 8 cups. And you can see the water is starting to boil. I'm not sure how long this is going to be. I hope my camera doesn't shut down. My battery looks like it going down to 1 bar right now. This is the first time I am testing this. You can see the flame is down quite a bit. Unfortunately, I don't have any more small pieces I can throw in there. I did not break down that many pieces. I can throw some longer pieces in there, break some of this stuff down. Now this is not very big wood here. And remember, this will absolutely eat wood. So I have plenty of wood handy. As you can see, it is doing a real number on the stove itself. This is the first burn that I am using. And like I say, all my wood pieces are really too big for this. I don't have a hatchet or axe, so basically I just had to break down chunks of wood. I apologize if this camera shuts down. It is at 1 bar on my battery. My camera's been going for approximately almost 14 minutes now. Now, if I would have had more wood broke down and cut down, I probably could have got this going at a pretty decent rolling boil pretty quick. But I didn't. But it is starting to boil. Now it's been almost 15 minutes, well 14 and a half minutes. This is a full review on this. This is the first time I'm lighting it. I will show it to you without the pot on. And you can see the fire still going. Now I have the kind with the crossbars that connect on the top, that sit on the top. This is one of the really cheap ones. Now if you're going to put larger pieces of wood in, I suggest you drop it in from the top, like so. Now, unfortunately, this piece of wood is going to be way too big. As you can tell, it is really up there. But you could also use this when camping. I like to keep your hands warm. If you don't mind sitting too close to it. Now you can see this is actually steaming. Now that is very, very small, but in an emergency situation, if you have plenty of wood, that's the key, plenty of wood, chopped down in small pieces, no bigger than I'd say 4 inches. It didn't take me long to start it. I threw a bunch of small stuff in there. I threw some telephone paper in there out of a phone book. Oh yeah, that's definitely hot. So, can you use something like this? Absolutely. Now, we do have a wood stove, so in winter, that's what we would use, but in summer, instead of a campfire or something like that, we could use something like this to help control the flame. In fall, use something like this. It puts out a good amount of heat. It depends on the amount of wood. Now remember, there is holes in the bottom of this, so definitely have it on something that will not burn. And if you don't have $15-20 to spend on one of these, you can make something like this yourself with just your basic metal coffee can, some metal clothes hangers, and some holes in it to make you a small stove like this. Of course, it will not come apart, it will not collapse. It would just be permanent, basically a permanent stove. As you can see, the hole there is really small for feeding the fire. But it has a pretty good flame. Depends on what you have in there. Alright, I'm fixing to put this out. Well, yeah, I mean, you can see the coals in the flame in there and everything in the bottom. Alright, I'm fixing to put this out. Using this water right here. And you can see in there the holes in the bottom. Alright, that's it. That's the review on this. It seems to work pretty well. It was like $15. It's $14 and some change on eBay. And they are really small. I mean, honestly, they're small. But can you use it? Yes. Alright, that's it. I'm fixing to go. And the camera did restart. I apologize. I'm fixing to go. Everyone have a good day. Bye.